and I'm sure you have gotten time to consume what exactly is in the deal. How far does that take us from the current situation?
Nowhere. What happens if the president disagrees with Raila? Nowhere. There's no legal framework for all these things. You've just said yourself what is happening. If this is not honored, if this is not implemented, what do? I mean, we don't need any document that is going to be signed in by anybody to show how we are going to increase shareable revenue from the current 15% to 35%, which in the opposition, when we were having our elections running, that's what we were saying. We said we need to increase the money to the county governments. We said we have to have good governance. We said we need to stop the corruption in the country. Chapter 6 needs to be ring-fenced and strengthened. Sammy, let me say this. For me, this agreement is good for PR. It makes Kenyans relax because the president and Raila have now become friends. You remember when the elections were taking place, what they were calling each other. You remember what has been going on for the last 3 years since the president won the elections, the issues which are outstanding. My honest feeling, this whole, and what the beauty of it, and I love it so much, is when the president was speaking in London at the Chatham House. You remember what he said? So it was so clear that the moment you begin to introduce this handshake thing, then you create this mongrel. The mongrel is very simple. The National Assembly, or let me say, call it Parliament, I mean, has already been swallowed. It does not stop. You see what I'm saying? So the oversight role we are supposed to be playing is inconsequential. Then you move to the next level. Look at what the Constitution describes what our responsibilities and what is our job actually. Go and see what the role of an MP is. Now, MPs, senators, governors have become tenderpreneurs. Now everybody is running around doing business in county governments, national government. Right. That is what everybody is preoccupied with. And yet, issues like transfer of functions should be followed with the money, which you don't need an agreement with these two gentlemen to do that. I mean, what do you need an agreement to agree on since you are not sharing that money individually? This is what is good for the Republic. These are things which we should do.
Can you listen to what the President said?
Yes.
Back in the day, I believe this was on 7th of January 2023.
Yes.
Let's listen.
I want a vibrant opposition. How did we get here? We got here because of the handshake nonsense. We got here because you get the opposition, which is supposed to hold the government to account, into some illegal, cohabitation, or whatever it was called, in the name of unity. What unity? Who says by having an opposition, we're not united?
Okay, I'm not laughing at what the president is saying. It's what Senator Nyonka is saying here in studio. But let's listen to what the president had said in March 2022. That time he was the deputy president. He was campaigning to be president.
Result which you see today in Kenya, there is no government and there is no opposition. Today in Kenya, you have a mongrel of a governance system. You don't know whether it is the government that is in the opposition or the opposition is the one that is in government.
So he said that about 5 months before he was elected president. About 9 months after, actually 5 months after he was elected president, he said that you cannot have, that's what he's referring to, he wants a vibrant opposition. 4th of April 2023, he said this about what mongrels look like.
The handshake that brings the opposition and government into some conundrum and a mongrel and an outfit that is undemocratic, unconstitutional, and illegal.
So, Senator Sigei, undemocratic, sorry.
It was me next.
Sorry. Honorable Wandeto, undemocratic, unconstitutional, and illegal.
Kagame was embarrassed.
So this was something different from what has happened.